All right, guys, Wes here. Welcome back to another Battlefield 2042 news video. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about regarding the game. We're going to talk about what my thoughts are on Season 1. I'm also going to go over some news regarding some new content coming to the game very soon in Season 1. So definitely stick around till the end of the video because you guys are not going to want to miss it. Hey, everyone, Wes here. Welcome back to another Battlefield 2042 news video. And to get started, you might have noticed that there's been some progression issues regarding the Season 1 Battle Pass that have been kind of plaguing some players, essentially making it impossible to unlock Liz. Well, according to Battlefield Direct.com, that issue has now been fixed. In a statement on Twitter, they said, one of the final issues for us to fix from the last week has now been fixed. In rare cases, players earning certain Battle Pass ranks did not receive their unlocks. They should now find them available next time they log in or play one round. I'm super happy they were able to get that resolved relatively quick, especially for those of you that have been trying to unlock Liz or even spent money on the game and weren't able to get your Battle Pass tier unlocks done. Well, that's officially been resolved, so we can finally turn the page. Hopefully it doesn't happen again in a future season. Next up, during the Battlefield briefing on Twitch, they actually confirmed 2 new vehicles coming in Season 1 in Battlefield Portal. According to the Battlefield Bulletin, shout out to them on Twitter, they said, in case you missed it, during the latest Battlefield briefing, EA DICE community manager Adam Freeman also mentioned 2 Bad Company 2 vehicles, which are coming to Battlefield Portal during Season 1. The 2 vehicles are as followed: the BMD-3 tank and the Mi-24 Hind. Now, when these vehicles are actually supposed to show up to Battlefield Portal is still to be announced. We don't know when that's going to happen yet. I would imagine probably sometime in the middle of the season, maybe during the July update that's supposed to bring added changes to the game. Maybe that's going to be their cadence for content in Battlefield 2042. The first part of Season 1, they release new content for All Out Warfare, and then sometime in the middle of the season, that's when they start to add more content for Battlefield Portal. Next up, I've got another tweet to talk about from Battlefield Bulletin. They said this on Twitter: EA DICE community manager Tom Stratman claims that some of the community social requests, including a squad management system, persistent servers, and the ability to join on friends who are already playing on a server in a full squad, have been forwarded to the team last week. So now here's what I gotta say. Like, this is obviously great news. We want some of these features. Squad management is a big must. The fact that persistent servers isn't in the game is super annoying. I've been one of the biggest advocates for persistent servers in the game since it launched, and I still think it needs to happen. But now here is where my concern lies, which I don't know if this is the case or not, but I'm just gonna say right now, is this the first that they're hearing about some of these community requested features? Was it just now sent to the team last week, or has this been something that has been on their radar for some time but they're just now acknowledging it? I really hope that this isn't the first they're hearing about some of these features. Squad management is something that we've been all preaching for a very long time. Persistent servers, the fact that you can't join on friends, these are requests that have been talked about for quite some time. It's been on Reddit almost every single day. Everyone, even myself, has been begging for a lot of these features to be added to the game, and we've been telling DICE on many occasions. So I really hope that this is not the first time that they're hearing about these features. And if this really is the first time that they're hearing about it and they just now forwarded it to the team, then like, what is the point of even giving feedback on the Battlefield 2042 project if they're just not going to read it or acknowledge the requests until this late in the development? If I were to guess, I assume that they have a lot of the feedback already, but what Stratford was talking about was in regards to this specific user's requests. Now, I won't lie, I am probably overanalyzing this specific instance, and I'm sure that they've got a lot of this stuff on their radar, but it's like, you never really know with Battlefield 2042 and DICE. Like, my days of assuming anything with the Battlefield franchise are pretty numbered, but I just wanted to address this. A lot of the features that have been stated in this person's post are something that I've said in my videos. It's been on Reddit, it's been on the EA forums, it's been on Twitter replies on Battlefield tweets. There's a lot of stuff that we want changed with Battlefield 2042, and we have given feedback time and time again. I'm sure Battlefield and DICE are on top of it. The community management team has done a great job as of lately, especially after releasing the new map Exposure, something that they really should be proud about. But I just hope they continue with this level of communication. They need to keep it up and continue to push the development team on the features that we've been requesting for a while. That might be quote unquote legacy features, but really are core aspects of Battlefield games that we expect at a bare minimum. Next up, I'd like to talk about Season 1 of Battlefield 2042. So it has been 5 days since we have gotten the new content added to Battlefield 2042, the new map Exposure, the new weapon, the new crossbow, the new smoke grenade, and the new specialist Liz. That features the manually controlled rocket launcher. So overall, I just gotta say, Battlefield and DICE has absolutely crushed it with Exposure. This map is by far my favorite map in 2042, and what it really does prove is DICE still knows what they're doing whenever it comes to map design. The verticality on this map, the difference in terrain, the overall atmosphere, the lighting, the fact that it's a war-torn map that still looks incredibly beautiful is something to really truly be happy about. And DICE, they really did crush it with this map. And you guys are probably wondering where I've been with the uploads on Battlefield 2042. And the reality is I've just been grinding exposure. This map is so good that it really is bringing me back to how it is to play Battlefield games, where it's just me grinding and having an absolute blast. I think that this map is actually one of the maps that actually complements the specialists in the game. Did you spawn on top of the map and need to get down as quick as possible? Well, just use Sundance, glide down to the objective that you and your squad mates are actually trying to capture, and you're there in no time. Are you at the bottom of the mountain and need to get up to the top as quick as possible? Use one of the rappel ropes that are carefully placed throughout the entire map, or better yet, use McKay and just fly up there with your grappling hook. The incredibly addictive CQP gameplay inside the tunnels of the map, and even the long-range sniping across the mountain, truly plays like a great Battlefield experience. If you've been sitting on Battlefield 2042 and just haven't purchased the game yet and have been waiting for the update to really bring you back, then I strongly recommend trying the 10-hour trial of the game and see if you like exposure. I've got a feeling that you're gonna like it. A couple other highlights for season 1 that I really do enjoy: the overall lighting of the map and the changes to the other maps lighting has been a net positive for me. The overall performance on the map exposure and just overall in Battlefield 2042 definitely feels a lot better. So if you had your reservations and didn't want to play the game because of the performance issues, definitely try out that 10-hour trial on EA. Furthermore, the new specialist Liz with the guided launcher is incredibly fun to use and is a perfect balance to the new stealth helicopters that are just a ton of fun. Now, with how good season 1 is, there is some issues that I do have with it, and that is the overall lack of content. They've done a great job at bringing quality to the game. Now the only issue is the fact that there's just not enough. For this content to last us 3 months until the next season, we got one new gun out of the game that's a DMR that is pretty versatile, but the fact that we only got that and then a crossbow and a smoke grenade launcher is just pretty laughable whenever you consider how little content the game launched with. We were expecting season 1 to be the content update that added a bunch more fluff to the game, and that just indeed was not the case. So my biggest feedback to Battlefield and DICE is to give us more content for the launch of the next season. We want more weapons, we want more vehicles. I would like to see more than one map added per season, so they give us one big all-out warfare map and then one remastered map from other games, and then throughout the season they give us new content in the form of vehicles, as well as a new weapon or two in the mid-season update. I think if they did that, then that would be plenty enough reason for people to continue to play this game, as well as pay for the cosmetics that are now on the actual Battlefield store. Now, in terms of the Battle Pass cosmetics, I felt they were kind of weak. I would have liked to see a little bit more variety. Now, cons aside, I really do like Battlefield 2042 in season 1. 0 Hour was a net positive for Battlefield 2042, and I just hope that whatever they do for season 2 and 3 and even 4, they continue to bring the heat. I think after everything is said and done and we get all of the new content out of the game, then we will have a really good Battlefield experience when everything is said and done. But guys, that is going to wrap it up with this video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel with your notifications on, and don't forget to check back again tomorrow for another FPS gaming news video.